All right, today we are going to talk about creating a test bank from ExamView. The reason that we would want to be able to do that is then we can import those ExamView questions into Canvas and then create a quiz in Canvas. There are other ways to create quizzes in Canvas. This is just one of them. I like using it in math because that way I can create a larger test bank, and each student can get unique questions and therefore do it a couple of times to increase their score. I'm not sure how easy it is to duplicate other questions in other subjects, but I know for math it works very well. So what you would do is you go to ExamView. Now, if you were doing this at school, you would have access to everything that the school has ever bought. I'm doing this at home, so I only have access to Big Ideas Math because that's what I was able to download from the book. So I'm going to create a new test using Wizard, give it a title, and again, I only have Big Idea books here. If you were doing this at school, which I have done before, there are a lot more books available. So I'm going to stick with Algebra 1. And I'm going to go with Chapter 9. Okay, and these are the questions that are available to you. I will tell you, I've tried matching before, and the matching does not transfer into Canvas very well. You will have to do some formatting on your own if you try and use that. Okay? Short answer, Canvas will grade them for you, but the students will type in everything in the most odd way imaginable, and you pretty much will have to end up grading those by hand on yourself, which is not a big deal in SpeedGrader, just something to be aware of. I usually like to stick with the bimodal because that is the easiest to duplicate. And one of the things that I wish ExamView was able to do is sort out which problems right now, but you can't, so I just go ahead and click them all. And then I hit finish. So these are all the questions. So what would I typically do is go to the very end because it's sorted out by section. And let's say I wanted to do a quiz that only dealt with section 9.1. What I would do is look at 9.1 and then I would just right click and delete everything else that is not 9.1. Okay? And if I wasn't talking, this could go a lot quicker. And then I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to spend 2 minutes and I don't think you want to watch 2 minutes of me deleting things. But then I would only have 9.1 questions. Then I go back to where those questions are, and I kind of look at them and see which ones I want to keep, if there's any ones that I want to throw away. And then I just go ahead and I can right click on that and I can duplicate. And I get that same type of question over and over again, which is really nice because then I can divide that into like section 9.1 and have a test bank of 75 questions. Then I would do the same process and do 9.2 and have a test bank of so many questions. And again, you just delete the questions that you don't want, duplicate the ones that you do want, and that's all done with a right click. And you can go through section by problem, but I have found it's easier just to go to the very back, hit delete. Yeah, see, I'm hitting delete by the computer right now, and you can see how much quicker that goes. And then when you have duplicated all the questions that you want, you're going to want to save it, or export it actually. Go to File, Export. I always go down to the Web CT. I'm going to have to look at that Canvas one a little bit closer. And then I'm going to choose a name. Let's go into my Chapter 1 exams. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to do it onto the regular desktop, and we'll call this again Demonstration. And that is going to be saved as a zip file. All right, so now we have created our test bank. The next step will be importing that into Canvas. That will be the next video. Thank you.